one of those moments where, you know, the true test of a team. Like, again, I think we've only seen both of these teams play a single game each. But going into this one, super important to see how this team can really just like live up to the international stage.
Yep. So at this point, looking at it, I think the wave clear slightly lesser for the side of the Gun and More, which is the reason why, because you have to aim her skills, right? Couple blades, unless you're right in front of the target, it doesn't hit that accurate.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Esports looking to just prioritize the bottom lane. Ryuga all the way in the front. Just kind of zoning out as much as possible, but this is just for the spiked Horntail. They're going to take this one, the Spike Beast, that is. They will take this one, but okay. The Ganon Mo versus the Angela. Who do you give the edge to in this mid lane here?
Well, I think if they can get that Scepter Reverberation first, whoever gets it first will have the advantage in the lane because the wave clear will be much faster.
Okay. So now in the top lane, we're going to go Ganyu, and it looks like Void on the run. He's going to be chased down. A couple extra shots. Couple daggers thrown his way. Not really going to hit one on that one. With a couple blades, one will make his way back into the mid lane as the minions are now pushing there. Snape and Atix kind of sticking around. Donnie will just kind of force this issue. I mean, he does have Fate Rewind if he wants to go, so he's going to happily trade. He eats a Scorching Barrage, and one looking to just kind of force the issue, have Niap have a little bit of a better lane. I think it's going to be much... they definitely want to focus a lot of attention, and so Niap can get as much farm as possible in that top lane.
Exactly, and you know, one of the strengths of Quan Yi is the burst potential that he has. So right now, it really depends on how they're going to control the growth of Niap. Because if you allow Niap to have an advantage over the lane, he's going to clear the lanes much faster, and he's going to rotate much earlier as well.
Yeah, and Donnie, I mean, he's the jungler, but he's been mainly in the mid lane. One has been just kind of, you know, farming, taking the blue buff at this point with the Azure Golem. But Mena looks like, I'm not sure who got that at the end. It just went away at the last second. But one will continue to farm. He'll just continue just on his jungle path, so to speak. But yeah, Vivo Keat Stars have a slight advantage, almost 1k net worth lead.
Yep. As expected of the lineup of VKS, I think they have very huge burst potential as well, and that is going to be even more.
Oh, they've connected onto two. The Unbridled Outburst. Oh, they're so low, but none of them have gone down. Okay, Caesar will take him out. He gets the snipe in. He goes in for this with the Rolling Ray, but now he's caught on the wrong side of this. He's going to flash over the wall. He will be fine. He'll just use the healing dew to keep himself alive.
Yeah, that's a huge trade, and at the same time, Danny looking for a little bit more. I'm not sure whether they can do this because they're quite tanky on the side of Foot Esports, especially for Arctics as well as for Vol. But it's a huge trade, right, at the bot lane for the side of DKS because Caesar took out the corresponding farm lane, and now there's going to be an EXP differential.
Yeah, that's actually pretty huge. Snape goes in for the flash, the Blazing Brilliance. He says, okay, you killed my farm laner, I'm going to just kill you. He'll take that one as well as the Phoenix in the bottom lane.
Well, call him Professor Snape because that was a godlike move. He actually used the flash to perfection at this point, and Snape evening out the odds for the farm lane at the bottom.
Yeah, very well played in the bottom lane, and they're going to force the issue in the bottom lane. Make things very uncomfortable for Vivo Keat Stars here, as that T1 is taking a lot of damage. Forbidden Domain, he's just trying to clear the minion wave as quickly as possible, but he doesn't want to get out of position. Niap is looking to die. Void, he's going to go for this to use the Meteor kill, but it's only a one stack, and it looks like they will get that kill in the top lane.
Yep, that's the Razor Cavalry there, making good work of the opponent. At the same time, 1v4, what is this guy on, Danny?
Donnie realizes that they don't really have the control. He can Fate Rewind almost at will. He will do this, and he did so much damage to everybody, attracted everyone's attention, and he gets back to safety, and he continues to farm, and that's what you want as Danny, especially on this Hanuo at this point.
Yep, exactly. That's why he was Season 1's MVP player, most valuable player out of the entire league itself. Niap here, putting his pressure against Void with the Razor Cavalry as well.
That's the Sunset keeping him alive. The Meteor kill, not a whole lot. The Scepter doing some work. Danny doesn't want to risk it. He doesn't have the Fate Rewind. And in the bottom lane, Lost is looking to take that T1 bottom.
Yep, so they recover a little bit, but at this point, if they get this tier 2 on the top, it's still a negative trade for the start of Foot Esports. So VKS, they want to mount the aggression here. It looks like they're looking for more than that. They will take the Tyrant as well.
Yeah, look at how Vivo Key Stars are playing objectives very, very strong. Like, okay, the Invincible Warrior, he's going to be pushed back. Atix will be fine. Time-lapse just zoning. They're not going to do much of this. But Vivo Key Stars, the reason why they have such a huge lead is because they've taken the 2 towers in the top lane. Nyap is now going to portal his way into the bottom lane and help pushing with that. And again, this is just one of those moments where you take out the towers, you take the space that's given, and you're just kind of able to just control the game.
Yep, and it's all about management of the resources, right? They actually give the Azure Golem all the way to the Garden War, and that's going to make a big difference because of the cooldowns. At the same time, Danny, how is he doing this? 1v5.
Oh, but the blazing brilliance right onto Danny, but he like shrugs it off. He's like, okay, that did a little bit of damage, but that's not much. The time bomb is going to connect onto him though, and Void does need to be a little bit careful. He's about half life. He gets knocked up. The death at sunset, that's going to be committed, and he's used those mainly just to stay alive, but now Void is going to limp back to his fountain.
Yep, it's really just using them to waste their resources, right? So VKS, they technically have Foot Esports in the palm of their hands.
Yeah, not a good place to be. Somebody else's palm of their hands. Nope. All right, I'll show myself out. Anyways, Vivo Key Stars continue to push the mid T1, putting a little bit of pressure. And again, 4 members of Foot Esports just to keep that tower alive. Yes, they're trying to prioritize the mid lane. It is definitely the most important, but they're getting pushed everywhere. Vivo Key Stars being super smart, understanding that, hey, if you want to defend the mid T1, we'll take this. Again, death at sunset, keeping him alive, but he's just going to go back to the fountain.
Yeah, but they're trading the hit points for the defense, and it's not going to work out for Foot Esports that much longer, because when you have one who's snowballing out of control, he already has the Scepter of Reverberation building into the Void Staff as well. This is a very scary situation for the side of Foot Esports.
Oh, Donnie going at it. He's going to go 1 versus 3. Donnie don't care. Donnie strong. Donnie throws out his scepter. He fate rewinds back and says, bye-bye. I did my work. I've attracted a lot of attention. Look at how my team is just pushing on throughout the Unbridled Outburst, pushing him back. Ryuga, that is. And it looks like, oh, the couple blades. Not enough to kill Atix. He limps away.
Yeah, almost so close for the side of this Ganimura. One doing so much work for the team at this point. They're gonna steal away another Azure Golem, and once again, this is gonna extend the lead. 4,000 gold ahead. VKS are just unstoppable at this point.
Very easy for them. I mean, when you have map control, like Foot Esports right now, okay, they've taken back their jungle, but it's empty. They've been looted. They've been raided. They have nothing left. Vivo Key Stars have taken everything, right? And they're kind of, they'll give you what they want, so to speak. And they've taken pretty much everything. I mean, yeah, the Crimson Golem have been taken by Foot Esports, so that's great for them. But again, they're down 4K network lead.
Yep, not only that, they have lost majority of their towers. In fact, tier 3 on the top could easily be threatened by the side of VKS any time they choose.
So Vivo Key Stars continuing to push. They're finding gaps. They're forcing the issue where, again, Foot Esports are just reacting to what VKS is doing.
Blue team
right now, with that being said, it looks like the tier 2 is going to be threatened at this point as well. Ganimura looking for the couple blades. Look at the damage at this one mid lane.
Yeah, they have so much. I mean, the Nyap, the Guan Yu is just so tanky. Nobody wants to go in at him. He's just kind of standing up front. Again, another death at sunset, keeping Void alive. He's going to back off. And another ult on cooldown. And so now they're going to continue to push. Vivo Key Stars backing up. The Tyrant is about to spawn. So perfectly timed by VKS.
Yep, exactly. And this is going to be close to the 10-minute mark. So we're going to have the Shadow Overlord and Shadow Tyrant. And it looks like they want to have one more snap at the Tyrant right before the 10-minute mark here. So they will have that extra chain lightning. Now take a look at the items itself. I think we are pretty close to a unkillable Guan Yu at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be... Oh, Void! Oh, limps away. He had a of life, somehow survives. And it looks like he's going to just kind of back off. And again, Foot Esports hiding behind the walls. Yes, they have the high grounds, but at some point, it's looking like they're going to be sieged. And that, that defense is going to basically crumble.
Yeah, VK is showing why they are the champions of the Brazil, server at this point. Look at first,
Unbridled outburst. It's going to be committed. It throws the path in, but it looks like Snape is going to be the first to fall. And they've gotten Niap, so they finally do kill Guan Yu. And it looks like they've gotten Atix somehow still alive. He's going to back off. And Vivo Key Stars will, I guess, be okay with this 1-for-1 trade.
Yep, in fact, VK is very happy because they took out Snape. That's one of the big burst potentials coming out from Food Esports. They can trade Niap any day because they still have one, they still have Caesar. There's so much burst coming in from the side of VKS.
Yeah, and, the level differential is starting to add up, right? Donnie's 14, Atix is 12. This is going to be pretty huge for him. They've kind of controlled the game. They've played this very well in terms of objectively. Vivo Key Stars just, taking everything, and Food Esports are just like, searching for scraps. They need something, but they can't really find anything.
Yep. And this is the benefits of the early game, right? The early game lead that VKS have done for themselves. Now they're freshly, rewarded for it, and handsomely as well. And down here, Danny showing off the advantage they have. He is looking like he's ready for a 1v5 any time of the day.
Yeah, he took the Azure Golem down. He did get the buff. So 1 versus 5, and Food Esports really, they can't deal with this Danny Heino. He's just on point. He's just doing so much harass. He has a lot of damage. Danny, like, throwing out the scepter. Food Esports, man, they are struggling.
Yep, if you take a look at the hit that Danny landed onto Lost, that was about 1/4 of his health gone. And they're just looking for an opening. VKS, they're searching for that perfect opportunity.
Perfect opportunity. And they got Snape, and that's going to be a huge start. A lot of the damage has been mitigated already, but Void is down for the count. Now they're on the run. Ryoga trying to get to the fountain, trying to heal up, but they give up at this point. It looks like the T3 is going to be taken. No, they're ran out of minions. So it looks like they're going to maybe do a little bit of chip damage onto that base. Danny's going to back off. The time bomb slows it down. They eventually get the mid T3. Danny's still up in front. He is not scared. He takes the time bomb to the face. He's going to be focused, and it looks like they do have the damage. He fake rewinds, but he actually goes forward, and Danny will finally fall. But they did get Ryuga, and now the base wide open. The minions are here. Atix gets coupled blade. He's going to barely survive. He gets back to the fountain, but the base and the Blazing Brilliance slowing things down. The minions are in the back. The Invincible Warrior, Atix, is still alive, and somehow Food Esports hold, at least for now.
Yep, it's a big question mark, right? How did they hold it? At this point, VKS, the monsters with the damage they're able to deal at this point. One as well as Caesar, free hitting the entire duration of the match itself. And every single time one has freshly forged up, you can expect that one of the members on the side of Foot Esports will take a fall 6 feet below.
That's not a good place to be, if I'm going to be honest. Food Esports here trying to maybe potentially steal this Overlord, but it's been scouted out. They do need to be a bit careful of how they proceed on this one. And one is going to show up, and he will take the steal, and one says, no, you don't even get that, and they'll kill Atix. Oh, they've taken everything. VKS playing this one perfectly.
Yep, they take a giant step forward. This is looking like a step towards the grand of the top 8 for EWC, and it looks like VKS will not be denied at this point.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate. There would be less drama going into day 4 tomorrow if VKS were to take this one out, but it looks like Danny going in for this one, continuing to be this menace, so to speak. The death at sunset, yeah, connects on a 4. He does get the pick off. Taser's down, but now Void might have been left for dead. He gets charged back, he gets put away, and Void is down 6 feet under, as you were talking. And it looks like the Drake is going to push the mid lane. The Crystal is under siege at this point. There's just so much damage. Atix just trying to just deal with the minions. Is he able to do this? The Blazing Brilliance is going to be committed, pushing it out, forcing it out. The Searing Barrage as well. And it looks like they've gotten him in the front. He gets pushed back. The Fate Rewind keeping him alive. And it looks like they're going to somehow hold yet again, even with this Drake. And still not in position to get rid of the backdoor protection. And VKS are just going to wait for the next minion wave.
Yep, they hold on, but that's all they're doing. They're holding on. At this point, Foot Esports on their last standing list at this point. VKS, they will be patient and take a look at the replay. After this was a, I think, unfortunate mistake. Atix did not get the smite on time with the crucial kill theft onto the Overlord here, and this was the start of the fall for Foot Esports. They somehow managed to recover from that, and this time they will not be allowed to steal.
Okay, not this time, unfortunately. And Atix has to make that play. That's my play, right? I don't know if Danny was in position, but Neon from the backside pushes him back. Here's the Invincible Warrior trying to keep him alive. Ryuga goes down, and it looks like they got Void as well. Oh, now they're on the run. Snape just trying to stay alive. He's been chased. He's tried to juke him, but no real way. And all 5 members of VKS still alive. All they need to do is bring the minion wave back to them. And it looks like VKS have this game as the base is wide open. It's just a matter of the minions going in. Niap all the way in the front on Vital Outburst, pushing them back. And all they can do is watch from the fountain, and VKS take game 1.
What a dominant show of power here from our Brazilian Kings. VK